work for tomorrow and how I will trade for me. I will not trade because if you trade as a seller, then trading until tomorrow, yes, sellers are very strong, but tomorrow everyone needs to pay attention. As I see it, tomorrow's trend is based on a short sweet bear trend, so I think I might have the ability to, yes, Q will drop by 20 points. I think it will go down to 436, or it will drop by 13 points, meaning 443. So for me, I will not choose to short this one, because the possibility is that when it drops, there isn't much. I won't gain much. So I will choose the method that I will trade in the upward trend. That means I will wait to buy at the end of the day, meaning the end of tomorrow, which is Tuesday. So what date is today? Okay. Is today the 14th? So tomorrow is the 15th, and I think it's April 15th. Around the end of the day, I think around 1:30 p.m., I think I will buy in. I will hold it until Wednesday, and I think this wave, around the end of the day, around 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, will have a bull trend until Tuesday. I think QQQ will reach a price level of 476 at most. That's how I see it. If QQQ reaches 476, I think there's a possibility of a test day. And I will witness the bear trend. As I see it, okay, so the possibility is that tomorrow I will be here, okay? It comes back here. So I think by Wednesday, according to the chart, when I look at the 15-minute frame, I see the possibility of it pushing to 74, 76, right? But if I look at the 1-hour frame, I see the price will return to 471. 471 is right at this sell zone. So I think there's a possibility that tomorrow the lowest price will be 447 and the highest price will be 471. This is what can be seen. This Thursday, we will have a bear trend. There is a very high possibility that the bear trend of QQQ will reach the price zone of 427. Tuesday and Wednesday. The trend is upward, starting from 471 and 476. Then this Thursday, I see a high possibility of a significant downward trend. The downward trend of QQQ might go from the price of 471 back to 427. So when everyone trades, they need to pay attention to this. Therefore, for me, at the current time, I will not trade in an upward trend. So according to today, Monday, its upward trend is very weak and it is moving sideways. So the likelihood I see is a very high downward trend. Because at the beginning of the week, the buy is so weak, it means the market is building up. Hesitation over some news that might happen this week. So there is a possibility that the market wants to go sideways like that. And I think on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, I think the price might drop from Monday. It will drop to the price level of 477. After that, it will bounce back. I think from the price level of 447, it will bounce back to a maximum of 471 here. And if we look at the 10-minute time frame, in the 10-minute time frame, here it is. Likely to come down here, 444. And we have a support zone located here. So 445, if we look at the 10-minute frame, yes, it is positioned like that. Okay, now I will check, okay, 447. It matches. When we look at the 1 hour and 15 minutes, yes, it matches, it is here. So it's likely that tomorrow it will move sideways and maintain the price here, and then it will bounce back. Earlier we saw it was 471, right? 471 is here. We have the resistance here on the 15-minute chart, which is set here at 481. So, okay, 471 is here. So this is the price zone. If in the case that the price action from Tuesday to Wednesday is above this 468 zone, and if it remains consistently in the market, then I think there will be a rally here for me. If I look, we could potentially see a significant upward movement. Further, at the 2-hour chart, I have the sell zone at 486, and I see the resistance zone is at 493. For me, if this trend is strong enough, starting from Tuesday to Wednesday, and is strong enough, then it's possible that it will reach the 34-point price zone, which I find very close. It's very sensible. If on Tuesday, which is today, and tomorrow, if it forms a VWAP like this, then this trend, there will definitely be an upward trend if this VWAP potentially forms in the market. Do you see? This is the cut page. This is what I'm saying. I'm explaining all the time frames. So when I look at TA, I have to look carefully. I can't just glance over it. So here I'm detailing from 15 minutes to 10 minutes, 1 hour, up to 2 hours to know how the track is moving. So you can see it, right? Right here. It's like a cup handle. Here is the cup base. Here is the cup and handle. So look closely at this pattern. It's the cup handle. But if you look more closely, there's a support level here too. So what does this resemble? Invert head shoulder. So you have to look very carefully. Therefore, when you see an invert head shoulder with such a long trend line, it's likely that this is its central point, creating momentum, meaning it has dropped to a circle and then dropped to another circle, forming both an invert head shoulder, a cup handle, and a V-wrap. Here is the cup base. This is the cup handle, and its pattern is very similar to all three, and its pattern is similar to a V-wrap. Do you see that? There, see. It's similar to a V-wrap. So in this pattern, depending on your knowledge, you evaluate the pattern in your own way. Therefore, everyone will have a different perspective. So for me, you have to be cautious when recognizing the pattern. In the Manage Risk section, prior action is still above setup changer zone, which means the injury point of the downtrend. We are currently in this trend. So it's like it belongs to the top of resistance, close to the system. If prior action is above this resistance, then this will change and it will analyze as an uptrend. But here, even though this is truly an uptrend, a bull trend, we are still in a bear trend. Therefore, the signal still indicates that we are in a bear trend. But we have to evaluate this. First, for this to complete the bear trend, we have a support here. So our signal has a support. And here is the border zone. The border zone helps us know how the price zone moves. So if the prior action still stays above 422, it will only display as either an overall uptrend or sideways. But it will never enter a bear trend, okay? Because we are in a soft landing, the likelihood is that this wave is more of a consolidation sideways or uptrend rather than a downtrend, because the bear trend has to be below 422. However, the prior action is still above 422, so we cannot consider this a bear trend. We are only in the soft landing of a bear trend, but we are not in the recession of a bear trend. Remember, we need to clearly understand whether our bear trend is in a soft landing, a recession, a retest, a correction, or a crash. Each bear trend has a different level. So when we talk about a bear trend, we must make it clear whether it is a bear trend of a recession, a soft landing, a retest, a correction, or a crash. Therefore, when we do homework or want to detail the patterns, we must provide details and clearly define those patterns to guide everyone so that they understand we are in a soft landing. Okay? So why do we call it a soft landing? Everyone can measure from the highest price point down to the lowest area, which is 25%. Okay, so we are still in a Soft landing unless we start from 30%, which means from 30% to 35%. Okay, so 32. Now we measure from the highest price point and down to the lowest price, which is 363. If the price action goes to 363, then we are in a recession market, and that is in a bear trend, not a bull trend. Right now, we are in a soft landing. Okay, we are still in a soft landing because when it forms the soft landing layer and creates support, if it returns, we are still in the soft landing of a bear trend, not yet a bull trend. Unless the price on Tuesday and Wednesday is above 463, then we are out of the soft landing zone and in the bull trend direction of correction, or rather of cracks. Okay, everyone needs to understand this. Okay, so 14% is a crash, and if we return here, this is called a correction. If it returns to 8%, it is called a correction. Everyone needs to understand this concept. If we are in 3% to 4%, it is called a retest. So everyone needs to grasp this factor clearly. So for me, it is for QQQ. Tomorrow it is likely to hold the price at 441 and not drop to 422. I think there is a possibility that starting from this point tomorrow it will rise, increasing to 4.86 or even reaching a maximum of 4.92. This is the highest range. I think QQ won't surpass this, okay? I believe around 4.62 is when it starts. There is a possibility that this 4.92 range is of Thursday. And it's possible that Wednesday it will only be 486 and Thursday it might reach 493. So I think starting around this 493 level, I will have a wish list for a bear trap, okay? I will have a wish list for a bear trap. For me, I think this is the bear trap, a long bear trap. I think this is a two-level one, starting from the price range of 492 to the price range of 422. I think this is the trend for next week, not this week, so it's possible that on Thursday it will slip back here. Then it will lead to a downtrend. I think this could be the support zone for next week. So if anyone wants to go long, they should wait until QQQ returns to the price range of 422 before going long. Okay, for me, the trend for this week for QQQ will go like this. Okay, it will go like this. Tuesday, okay, then Thursday, then Thursday. Okay, then it will go like this 5 days. Okay, then Friday I think it will. Friday it will drop back here. Friday drops back to Monday. Monday starts here, then on Monday and Tuesday it will create a trend like this. Then it starts to bounce back. Okay, it bounces back. Okay, so for me this is the trend for next week. Therefore, this is likely the structure for next week, right? So, okay, I'm talking about QQQ here. So, let's look at SPI. Okay, the chart of SPI looks similar to QQQ. So I also sample, I draw it like this. Tuesday or Wednesday. Then I think Thursday it will come back here, okay? Then Friday it comes back here. I think it might move similarly like that. Okay, so I will draw a trend line. Okay, but a trend line like this. Okay, then. There, I draw a trend line. It's similar to QQQ. Okay, so for me, in this April, I will have a black 1 of April and then a black 2 of April. Yeah, this price range is the important range for next man. So I think that in this April, I still have the support in the SPY price range. I still have the support in the price range of 497. Then it will bounce back. And I think the decisive range for SPY's trend will be around the price range of 543. I think this price action for SPY is similar to QQQ. Now, I will check in Tesla. Tesla is living over a raw. For me, Tesla's support is still here. Yeah. So, in the price range of 225, this is the strong support for Tesla. For me, Tesla holds the support very well. If I were to buy, I would buy here. I buy into the upward trend. For me, 226, 225 is okay. I can buy here. I buy here. I wait for it to return to 2.91. Then Tesla will move like this. For me, Tesla will hold this price. This is the third price. It will create a bottom on the third and then the fourth. I think it might return here to 2.92 and then it will drop back to the price of 232 and then it will go sideways here for the entire season here. Then I think this is Tesla's trend. So I see Tesla like this. I think during this time it will go sideways a lot. That's how I see Tesla's price. So I think Tesla's maximum will return to 291. And below here is Tesla's support zone. This is how I see Tesla's technical analysis. So NVDA. Okay, as for NVDA, I see that it has a resistance here. I think NVDA will hold its price and control here to create a price action, creating a new momentum. If NVDA can stay above the price level of 119, then the trend will be 145. But for me, I see that NVDA is ranging too much because up here it has a lot of resistance zones. So for me, if NVDA wants to break back to this price, it's a bit difficult. It's likely that it will just continue to range sideways for a while because I see its volume is too high. So the possibility is that NVDA will range sideways a lot. If people want to buy, they should be more cautious because I see that anyone who bought at the price range of 87, 86 got a great deal. Otherwise, if you want to wait for a good price, you should wait for it to return to 97 or 90 to buy. So, according to my assessment, NVDA only has a trend to go. The possibility in this trend is that it will range sideways a lot. Okay, so it might form like this. Then what does it look like to everyone? What does it look like to everyone? Doesn't it look like an inverted head and shoulders? There. There. Look closely, everyone. Does it look like, there? Kind of like, okay. Look closely, everyone. Yeah, if it goes like this, then we will see that MVD will look very much like a head and shoulders pattern. And if we consider the support areas, if it has already formed a left shoulder, and this is the head, then I think there's a possibility it will form a right shoulder here, or a break of the shoulder at the 100 price level. Okay, Netega. So it will form an inverted head and shoulders pattern. The entry point of the V system is still at 119. The trend for NVDA will be here. Okay. So I think by May, Ikib, if NVDA returns to the 119 price level and stays above this level, then I believe this is an upward trend for NVDA. So I'll end this video here. I only do analysis for 4 stocks a day for everyone to trade. Okay, see you all next Wednesday. Oh no, tomorrow.